my first time starting this year. Wanted to cap it off with a W. Wasn't the way we wanted to start the game, of course, but we tried to battle back and put ourselves in position to win, and came up short.
How disappointed were you that you weren't able to go on that first down there? Start the fourth down.
Okay. Anytime coach makes a decision, man, we ride with it. We're a team, and whatever decision he makes, we feel like it's the best for our team. And I'm sure he had a plan of us getting them stopped on defense to get the ball back with time left to go down and score. So that's how I looked at it.
You only targeted Amari Cooper twice, one reception. Does that surprise you with so little that you could get the ball to him?
Being that this was my first game, man, I was just going through my reads, honestly. So, as a football player, you can't necessarily go into a game saying I'm going to throw to this guy X amount of times. Of course, we want Coop to touch the ball as much as possible, but looking back on it, you just want to be clean with your reads, and when it's time for him to get the ball, obviously you want to throw it to him. When it's not, it's not.
What was it like to see that fumble return? It seemed like it almost took forever, almost in slow motion. What was your angle on that, and what did it look like?
Yeah, I was behind it. It was, man, you know what I mean, early in the game like that, so to give him a freebie, you don't want to give anybody a freebie in this league, and, it is what it is.
How tough was it in your first start, less than 5 minutes in, you already get 2 touchdowns to kind of already face that?
Yeah, it's the nature of the beast, man. I've been in every, situation you could think of in this league for the most part, so, it wasn't something that I looked at as, to get me rattled or get our offense rattled or anything like that. The biggest thing was just handling, what we could handle, and that was the next drive. And there's no such thing as a 14-point touchdown or anything like that. So you just got to go one touchdown at a time.
When it happens that early on, do you let it change, not rattle you necessarily, but let it change your game plan to the fact that you have to now make up the points?
Not early in the game, you don't, because NFL football games are so long and so many things can happen. A turnover here, a turnover there. That ball could have went our way, and we could have been up 14-0. So you can't necessarily look at it and start panicking early in the game like that.
You had a couple of passes to Cook that were really near misses. Are those the sort of play that you think, like, with more practice time with him on the field, will start connecting on those?
I think so. Jared does a great job for us, and he poses a great matchup, against smaller DBs and things like that. So definitely want to continue to work on that and hit him the next time.
What about the success you guys had was when you were rolling out and being able to use your speed and your speed?
Right.
Were you trying to call for more plays like that in the second half?
We were. I think just situation didn't always call for it. I think sometimes we just wanted to just drop back and throw the ball down the field. I'm not a coach. I come here to play football, so I'm never going to overstep my boundaries and tell the coach, hey, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I mean? So, of course, we saw that as something that we could take advantage of, but sometimes the situation didn't call for it.
Bill Rio was pretty. You could tell he was pretty angry when he was talking to us just about what happened. What was he like with you guys in the locker room after?
He took his time and he paused and looked at everybody. I felt like he kind of looked every man in the eye to see what kind of team we had, what kind of makeup we had. We're 2-3 after 5 weeks into the season. There's tons of football left to play, and I think that's really what he did. Just kind of looked every man in the eye and just wanted to see how we would respond from this moment.
What was the response? Was it maybe you'll see in the next few days? What was the response from the players?
We just bought into what he had to say.
TJ, they blitzed you a lot today. Do you fully expect that, just from what you can see on film? Do you think they have a little more because you were maybe?
I didn't think they blitzed more than they normally do. I thought the Ravens did what we saw on tape. They mixed it up on third down, and especially when you're in third and long, they can kind of take some liberties there defensively and try to bring some exotic blitzes and things like that.
Was there a lot of communication with Derek on the sideline? Was he talking to you a lot?
Definitely. Pretty much after every drive, just like when he was starting and I was not playing, I'd be right there in his ear, just like he was for me today. So, it was great to have him on the sideline with us.
When it got to the end of the week, they had Derek questionable, which in NFL parlance is like 50-50.
Right.
Was it your understanding that you were going to be playing, or was there some doubt in there, or were you just preparing to play?
Yeah, I was preparing to play. I was just going to be ready for whatever came up, and whether he had decided or whether they decided to play him on Friday or Saturday, I was just going to be ready regardless.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.